such an asshole.
All right. Can do some videos here. Here's how it works, guys. Please follow the instructions. I don't have the time. You have to follow instructions. Telling me what kind of video response you want and let me know when you pay. If you don't, prices are only going up, which is fine. Which is fine. I can always charge more. Cappy, early 20s, and I have recently finished my contract with the military. Did they teach you to follow instructions? Even though I had a promising career and a lot of potential, I decided to take a step back and try other things. Smart move. Sitting in an office for 40 to 60 hours per week got very redundant. My health was waning. I was making many arrogant mistakes that could have cost my career altogether. I'm now back in my hometown trying to pursue a degree, as I have not been in a formal education environment in a while, and a degree will help me with job stability. I have my education fully covered by the VA for 3 years. I'm currently living with my parents, and it is working out just fine for the time being. I learned how to fend for myself in the military, which was, yeah, but they didn't teach you how to follow instructions. I'll just show up for formation anytime. Or maybe they told you the instructions. Oh, your drill instructor said, I'm barked an order at you. Hey, by the way, you don't have to follow that order. It's just completely up to you. It was more of a suggestion. I read your book, Worthless, and I am not looking to pursue a worthless degree. I love working in aviation, so I'm looking at a possible career path as a pilot, but so far it looks like the costs outweigh the reward. Yes, your assessment of that is pretty much correct. One of my very close personal friends is a pilot, and I've known him for decades. And watching him suffer the volatility of the airline industry, because travel is one of the first things to go when there's a no-joke recession. So he had to bust his ass off to get even into the door, because now there's a pilot shortage, of course. You stupid boomers. We're going to make it impossible for anyone to get in here. CPAs, pilots, doctors, surgeons. I think kind of critical to the functioning of our economy. Yeah, but we need nothing but the best. I understand you wanting the best, but shouldn't you make it like also feasible that you? So then when a recession came, they'd lay off and furlough all these pilots. He was laid off for years. I remember him. He paid $500 a month just to live in the room of a buddy of ours. Those were some good times. He had all the time in the world. We could all chill. My buddy was also partially laid off. He didn't have as much work. And we just sit there and drink, have bonfire. It was cool. Those are good times. Recessions are good times. Well, then the economy recovered from the great financial crisis. And I think by law, you can't fly after you're 60 because of health reasons. That's like an age limit. So here you got a critical skill that the global economy relies on that is also limited by a certain age. Like a carpenter could work till he's dead, but you are hard phased out after a certain like, should we have a training program or make it easy to have a consistent supply of pilots? Should we have a furlough fund to maybe go? No, let's make it impossible for them. So even to this day, I'm sure it costs an arm and a leg to get your pilot's license. It takes years. You got to get certified on a bunch of different things. There's no training program. And then for the volatility, now he's making bank. Now they're, hey, do you want to fly some more? Don't retire on us. Guy's making a ton of money. And I don't think it's worth it. Because he didn't make a ton of money until he was, God, I think he was like late 40s. No. Unless you get like a really good opportunity or something like to slowly migrate and get your pilot's license on the cheap. But I would not do it. I have read your book, Worthless. I would be much better off pursuing a route in tech as a data analyst of sorts as I did than in the military. I also want to explore the USA a little bit more to find a possible settlement and eventually have a family of my own. Where should I go from here? Thanks. We'll keep you anonymous. All right. Before you get engaged in school, if you read Reconnaissance Man, you know that it's not just you drive around the country and go look for places. It's drive around the country while at night you're on your laptop, either taking a couple courses, doing some kind of work if you could do it online and something like that. There is no downtime on Reconnaissance Man. So I think, but I like the fact you got out of the military, you did your stint, you got your GI Bill paid for. You are making an incredibly intelligent move, figuring this out first. So I would totally reconnoiter the United States. We're coming up on spring, so I think you could start hitting the southern climates now. It's not going to be too hot. After some time, make your way back, mid-country and north if you'd like. And while you're out there, start thinking about different degrees. I think being a data analyst or what's it called? Data science is a perfectly legitimate degree. You can go online. There's legitimate accredited college degrees offered online. If you want a quicker route, there's certifications you could get. So I think that's a very good choice that's conducive to reconnoitering. But at the same time, is it for you? And it may not be. So I would say in your particular situation, why don't you take a class online? I know your GI Bill, maybe you have to go full time or just use your own money or don't even take a class you got to pay credit for, like go Khan's Academy or Coursera or someplace that offers a free course on data science to make sure you like it. Travel around the country. Your reconnaissance, absolutely. I'd be doing that first. If you got a little bit of money saved up and go wander in the desert, literally, if you're in like Arizona and Utah, but then also in terms of your career, wander in the desert, try and figure some things out. Think about different careers. Listen to different podcasts while you're driving around. Like, man? I wish Matt Tran had his channel again, Engineered Truth. But you could consume. Hopefully, his channel's up. I would go find out what is it really like to be a computer programmer. What is it really like to be an electrical engineer? So I would go do that, and then after a year of wandering in the desert, both in the physical realm and mentally, you should have a much clearer idea about what you would spend your GI Bill on. But yeah, not the number one mistake, but one of the main mistakes many young people make is they immediately got to go to college because their parents are dumber than F. You have to go to college! I don't know. I did. Look how happy I am. Do you want to be happy like your mother? Oh. That's it. See you guys later. Toodles.